What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great. And first, I want to just say I hope and pray that everything is great your way. And welcome back to All Sports Media. Now, today I want to talk about a massive fight day for the sport of boxing. We have 3 big-time fights on October 15th, all in one day. And I'm going to talk a little bit about each fighter and everything that's going on. So the first fight is on the women's side. It is for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world. We have Savannah Marshall, the silent assassin, who is 12 wins, no losses, no draws, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. She'll be going into this fight with Claressa the Goat Shields, Claressa T-Rex Shields, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, who is also 12 wins, no losses, no draws, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Now, a little bit about backstory about this fight. 10 years ago, Savannah and Claressa met in the amateurs, where Savannah beat Claressa on a points decision. And that's pretty much where the rivalry started, and it's been going on, and it's ramping up, and all roads led to this point right here. Claressa has previously been undisputed at 160 already, where she moved down to fight at 154, where she became undisputed against Maria-Eve Dikur. So now she's coming back up to reclaim all the titles at 160. With this fight here, a lot of people are looking at Savannah Marshall and her power. But a lot of people who know the sport know there's a difference. There's a thing with her power and the way it's been shown is you don't take it away. You can't take the knockouts away. 10 wins by way of knockout, that's fine. But the difference in the knockouts is she has yet to fight but one person who had a full training camp. At least that's what has been told to the media and people who know the sport. But she has a good style. She's rangy, she's long, she has good power, she can move well. She's got that kind of herky-jerk style. So it's going to be an interesting fight because things are different now with Claressa. Since they met, Claressa went on to win 2 gold medals. She won in 2012 and 2016. No, she won in 2016 and 2020. Gold medals, first American to do that. She came into boxing and she was, getting those titles out the way real fast. Claressa Shields has faced adversity. She got knocked down by Hannah Gabriels, but she got back up and won every round and en route to a unanimous decision. And she has 2 knockouts at the pro level, which, when you're fighting somebody and the level of competition, things are different. Her notable wins are over Ivana Habazin. She put her down in about the 6th or 7th round with a body shot. And another notable win that Claressa Shields has is over Christina Hammer. You could clearly make the case that Claressa probably won 7 of the 10 rounds, maybe 8 of the 10 rounds. I scored it personally 7-3 in favor of Claressa when I watched the fight. And she also fought Emma Cozen. She routed her round for round as well. And all of those opponents that she fought were, I believe, undefeated. I know Christina Hammer was 24-0 at the time that they met. Emma Cozen was 20-0 at the time that they met. Maria-Eve Dikur was undefeated at the time they met. I believe Ivana Habazin was undefeated, or she had just 1 loss. So that's the biggest fight in the sport for women's boxing today. That is October 15th. It'll be overseas at the O2 Arena. I believe Sky Sports. Yes, Sky Sports will be showcasing that one. I believe you can catch it on ESPN Plus, where they typically show like the top ranked fights for those. So tune in for that. I believe Claressa Shields wins this fight on skill alone. She has all the tools, defense, offense. She's patient. She's learned to place her shots and not just throw. She's packing power and she's looking good in these workouts. So that's my prediction for that fight. The second fight we have is the undisputed lightweight rematch between Devin the Dream Haney, who is 28 wins, no losses, no draws, with 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He'll be going into this rematch with George Kamboses Jr., who is 20 wins, 1 loss, no draws, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. They previously met this year, June 4th in Australia, June 5th here in the States. Haney, I mean, he pitched a shutout in that fight. He didn't lose not one round. I scored every round for Devin Haney. Don't get me wrong, George Kamboses, he's a fighter. He can fight. But when you fight somebody and you box somebody with that much skill and high ring IQ, it's something that's just too tough for some fighters to deal with. Going into this rematch, it is October 15th as well. This one should be on ESPN Top Rank. They'll be in Australia again, so it'll be during the day again here in the States. I fully expect Devin Haney to win this fight unanimously again. If he does get a stoppage, I believe it could come around round 9 or 10. But I do see Devin Haney winning this fight, hands down, and moving closer to getting fights with the likes of Vasyl Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, the likes of those guys. And with Shakur Stevenson, he was stripped of his titles today. He was going into a fight with Robson Conceição. He missed weight by 1.5 pounds. They were fighting at 130. So he said he's going to move up to 135, and that further deepens the 135 division. I believe Devin Haney wins. Once again, I believe Devin Haney wins this fight. I believe he wins it convincingly. He's already undisputed. Gervonta Tank Davis is in the same division, and his title is called the WBA regular title. That means he's not the champion. In the world of sports and stuff like that, you have, interim titles and regular champions, which is basically what that is. But they do classify Gervonta Tank Davis as a world champion. But he's not the champion. Devin Haney has the WBA, IBF, WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine titles. In my opinion, he is that guy at that division. Simply because he beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. In turn, Lomachenko got beat by Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez got beat by Kamboses Jr. and Devin Haney beat Kamboses Jr. in June. So he is the champion in that division. We look forward to that fight, and I do just once again, I believe Devin Haney wins that fight. The third fight is on PBC pay-per-view between Robert Helenius and Deontay Wilder. Robert Helenius is 31 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 20 wins coming by way of knockout. He's tall. He's about the same height as Deontay Wilder. He doesn't move as quite as good as like a Fury or, a Joshua, but he packs power. He places his shots well. He's coming off back-to-back wins over Adam Kolanaki. I believe he is a threat in this fight. Him and Wilder were actually sparring partners leading into Wilder Fury 3, so they know each other really well. So we can see this fight starting out with a little bit of patience and everything. But let me get back to Deontay Wilder real quick. Deontay Wilder is 42 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 41 wins coming by way of knockout. He's coming off of a trilogy with Tyson Fury. The first fight, they fought to a draw. The second fight was pretty much a shutout in Fury's favor. It was Wilder's corner threw the towel in the 7th round, but it wasn't looking good in that fight. The third fight was probably the most entertaining. Both guys got knocked down a few times. Wilder went down to the canvas in the 3rd round. Fury hit the canvas twice in the 4th round. Wilder hit the canvas again in the 9th or 10th round, and then it was all said and done in the 11th round. It was a hell of a fight. Wilder gave it the best shot. I was pulling for him, but in this fight against Robert Helenius, I do and believe Wilder will get back to his winning ways. He is still with his new trainer, Malik Scott. This will be their 2nd camp. And he's looking good in these workouts. You know, he's leaned up. A lot of people were questioning what he could do because his legs are skinny and such. But this is typically where you see Wilder fight prior to fighting Fury. He fought. He was always lean. He packed a lot of power. Now he is working his combinations right. He's throwing them right. He's throwing them better. And if you look at the Wilder Fury 1 fight, the Wilder Fury 2 fight, and the Wilder Fury 3 fight, you can see the progression from the 2 to the 3 that he made in just 1 camp. Although he lost, he made a lot of adjustments, and but he only had that 1 camp under his belt, so it's kind of hard to maintain the things you just learned whenever you get tired. And that's what was one of the things Fury was saying, is that he thought Wilder would go back to his ways, and he did later in the fight. But I don't believe that'll be the case this time. I believe Wilder will pick his shots better. I believe he'll throw his shots better. He'll wait for his moments. I believe Wilder would, between 8 to 10 rounds, he'll get the stoppage victory over Robert Helenius. And then what it's looking like at this moment is unified heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk, who is coming off of back-to-back wins over Anthony Joshua. He is 20 wins, no losses, no draws. He will be in attendance at the Berkeley Center, and he has stated that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder next, simply because Fury he is not going to be ready until around April, and Fury wants to get a fight going. He wants to stay active, which is perfectly fine. Fury has a deal on the table with Anthony Joshua to fight in December 3rd. We'll see how that goes. I fully expect Fury to win that, but case in point, Wilder should win this fight, and if all bodes well, we'll get Wilder versus Alexander Usyk in April or May for the unified heavyweight titles. And then we'll go from there. So those are my 3 big, massive fight announcements for the day. Look these fighters up. Tell me what you guys think. Drop a like, hate, like, comment. Drop that comment in the comment section. Click the bell icon. You know, chime in. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, my name is KJ the Great. I hope and pray everything is great your way. Follow me on Instagram at allsportsmedia09, KJ the Great 09. See you guys soon.